What? Shiny. Team badge. We also picked up a new encounter in Desiree, the God of War, and I believe we got TMs on Crobat as well. But yeah, without any further ado, let's just get right into it. Obviously, the aim in today's episode is to clear Canada City Gym, as well as progress through some of the story with Team Galactic beginning to come up now as well. But yeah, it's going well. No deaths so far, which is always nice, seeing as we have limited Pokemon. I can't believe Australia has such little HP, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I think we have a good selection of mons to pick from. Obviously, we have 2 ground types and 2 flying types at the moment, but I don't really see that as an issue because they both come with different attributes. Like Staraptor has Intimidate and is normal type, whereas I'd say Crobat's more of a poison type in comparison to flying type. It doesn't really get any physical flying moves. You have to teach them all by TM in this game, I think. So unless you're running a special Crobat, it is very, very difficult to use it as a flying type as such. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with the team. Obviously, we're going to be trying to get another encounter today as well. Once we beat the... Actually, is it before or after? It'll be before the gym. Yeah. So we can get an encounter before we head into the next gym, which will be really, really nice. We'll probably be going in the underground again, because beyond Pastoria, there isn't really any new encounters bar like the ice route. Where obviously all of the ice type Pokemon are. But in Diamond and Pearl you can't actually get got them anyway. So yeah, it's a bit strange. You're still using a Monferno, which is fine by me. Perfectly fine. But yeah, I think we're beginning to see sort of core developing in our team. We give held items to Gardevoir for that battle. Yeah, just pretty much until the end. I'm just gonna try get as many held items and TMs on all of the Pokemon that are available. And then, yeah, if we have to give another life, then we will do, to try and manipulate encounters and stuff. Not encounters, but like the distribution of unlocks for us. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the underground now. See if we can get an encounter. Grass and Cave. Ooh, Absol would be nice. Absol would be very, very nice. Yeah, Dark type would be huge for us. I'll just deal with Ghost types, Psychic types. So yeah, because we don't really have too much for Psychic. Obviously we have Crunch on Volterra, but Volterra's physically bulky, and a lot of Psychic types are special, so it would be very, very nice to have a dark type to send out against a psychic type, especially with the second hardest trainer in the game. Being a psychic type, focus trainer, so yeah, will just be very, very useful. Does she's play rough? Damn, okay. I don't want to play rough Absol. So if you didn't know, the underground gives the roaming Pokemon in the overworld egg moves. Nice. Okay. Didn't think that was going to kill, so no Absol for us at the moment. And to be honest, if you want to place the grind, I do recommend the underground because the levels scale as you progress through the game, so they're going to be more readily at your level. So we're now in the Sunlit Cavern, and I spot a Teddiursa. I think that could be alright, using a Teddiursa. So yeah, let's just go for it. Straptor, can you stop, like, just chill, bro? just chill, man. Obviously we have Blissey as a normal type already. But Usher could come in handy, so and yeah, I can't get an Absol in the where I am right now anyway, so that's sort of ruled out Absol for this episode anyway. We might go for it again in another opportunity, but where I am right now, it's not going to be possible to get an Absol. Obviously, another dark type we could get is Houndoom, and that would be a nice fire type for us as well. Unfortunately, we get Quick Feet, which isn't the best. We get Cross Drop Big Move, which is quite nice. But yeah, Guts, Earthstring is just so much better. I think I can't remember what the Teddiursa ability is that you need to get Guts on Earthstring, but it's not Quick Feet. But I know that yeah, I know Earthstring can get Guts, which just makes it such a bigger prospect in terms of usability. Obviously wasn't paying attention there because the clipping hasn't been very good. That's okay. We move. So yeah, Byron still has 3 Pokemon at the moment, so we still can only take in the capped 3 Pokemon on my side as well. I'm a little unsure of who I'm going to take at the moment. I think what I might do is take Blissey, just to get TMs on Blissey, and then just let Jade and Jalushu just take the reign, you know? Because yeah, if you get a ground type, you pretty much wall this. You pretty much just wall this entire gym. Well, not the entire gym, but you wall Byron anyway, because I don't think it has any moves to deal with ground types, which is a bit weird. There are a lot of coverage moves in a lot of the gyms, I feel like, so yeah, I mean, this is one of the main problems with Diamond Pearl. You get like a Skorupi and a Steel type. It's like, eh? Like an Onyx is understandable, like because you evolve into a Steelix. I get that. But why'd you have a Skorupi? I'm pretty sure in Platinum this particular trainer has a Sizzle. Remembering back to the Platinum Grass lot, because I think this is where I lost my life on Breloom, fighting against this guy's Sizzle. Yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah, so in Platinum he has a Sizzle, which is, I think, a lot better. think it would have been nice to maybe have seen a little bit of change-ups in the gym teams. But I know the post game is actually going to be fairly decent in terms of boss fights. And something I was thinking about doing was potentially going back and just doing the rematch fights with all the gym leaders, and then obviously the Elite Four and Cynthia, presuming we make it out with enough Pokemon on the team. Because yeah, the Elite Four could go really bad for us. We don't know yet. And yeah, it's looking more and more likely that Cynthia is the Cynthia in BDSP is one of the hardest trainers in all of mainline Pokemon, especially pre-post game. To like discount in Battle Tower people, whatever. And I think her best rematch team is on par with the highest level Pokemon in the game previously, which was Red's Pikachu. But obviously, a Garchomp against a Pikachu, you know. So yeah, it's looking like Cynthia, BDSP Cynthia, is potentially the strongest trainer out of any game. Yeah, because she has a normal DP team, so she doesn't have Togekiss the first time around, and she actually has her own Gastrodon instead. She can then also switch her team to Porygon Z and Togekiss in the post game of BDSP, which is immense. Yeah, I mean, let's just say if I do the post game, it's very likely that I won't be able to complete it. Yeah, so like I'll 100% do my best. Obviously, I haven't done much like competitive Pokemon, which probably puts me at a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to the rematches, because the teams are set up as if you are doing like a 6-on-6 single battle competitive style match. And obviously, my brain's like, right, let me just get like massive moves and then the occasional like protect or healing, because of that's the hardcore brain. So it's going to take a little bit of a different mindset if I go in against the rematch teams, and that probably won't be straight away after I finish the game. Presuming we finish the game, because obviously we could just lose all of our mons. I think right now we got 8, I believe, plus the mythical, so 11. We have a total of, if you count the mythicals, we have a total of 15 Pokemon. So I'd have to wipe twice to Cynthia before even being able to lose properly. Because yeah, in my hardcore Nuzlocke, I know one of the biggest rules in hardcore is that if you wipe, you have to reset. I have used that once before, but only because I didn't feel like Pokemon in my box were good enough to even mount a challenge to the same person. I had no more encounters, so I just thought, you know what, let's just go again. You'll actually see that in one of the next playthroughs after Shining Path. There probably will be a little bit of a break in January, just between finishing the Shining Pearl Limitlocke episodes off, and then obviously the I think I'm gonna do Heart Gold as the next playthrough for the Generation Lock. I think that'll be good to do. So that you'll probably see that late January, most likely, maybe beginning of February, and then yeah, that'll sort of go on for I don't know how many weeks, about like we'll say like 2 months. That'll go on for ish. That'll take us up to like April. And then yeah, I've actually got another playthrough after that sorted already. So we're good until about like mid 2022, I think. It'd be interesting to see if they plan on releasing a game fall 2022. For me personally, I don't feel like they will. I think that would be quite a turnaround for them to do that. And it's I feel like for me it's almost too many games in one period. I could see them doing like what's it called, like a Virtual Boy game, you know, like just oh, I've lost the words. The word was in my head, but it's gone. Just like importing like previous games into like the Switch. So like getting, I don't know, like Fire Red League Green, or just the like GBA games on the Switch. I think it could potentially be something like that. Because Ruby Sapphire came out in like 2002, right? So I could potentially see them doing that for 20 years of Hoenn, just porting the games onto the Switch, and that wouldn't be all too difficult for them to do. It's the same sort of layout, you just need to scale it up, right? So yeah, I don't think that's entirely out of the realm of possibility that we could see that potentially next year in 2022. But I feel like Gen 9 could be a little bit of a stretch. Obviously, it's not impossible, but I'm not gonna be like expecting Gen 9 or until like 2023. I don't think, at least. Yeah, possibly we see like a Let's Go game again. I don't know. I think that could be possible. See a Let's Go game. So yeah, we do get the 6th gym badge there though, and I did bring Blissey, which means that we can get TMs on Blissey, which is going to be so good for us. Because although Blissey does get good moves like soft boiled, light screen, attacking wise, this moveset is rubbish. So yeah, really good that we get TMs for Blissey. Does mean that we could potentially do Chesto Resto now as well. We have hold items and TMs. You can buy rest from the Department Store in Veilstone, and you can actually buy Chesto Berries in the house on Route 208, I believe it is, the one before Hearthome. So yeah, that's going to be insane for doing limited runs on BDSP, because that's gonna make a huge difference to the hardcore community, because it's just in prime place. And like I said previously, the held items before post game are just lacking immensely. Like you can't even get the charcoal until post game, I don't think. So that just shows you how severe the lack of held items are. I think I read somewhere that you can get leftovers under in Victory Roads, But we did get Oreo to evolve into an Ursaring now, which is quite nice. Gives it a little bit more bulk. I think it's just good to have like a physical normal type mon as well sometimes, you know? So yeah, because obviously a lot of my runs have had Monsure in now, as you know, which is Snorlax. Snorlax is such a good another Pokemon, as is Gyarados. But yeah, in this run, I've been trying to use some Pokemon that I have used previously, not necessarily in a series on here, but I think yeah, like the only two Pokemon on the team currently, well on the layout anyway, but I haven't used like ever a Gastrodon and Blissey. But yeah, that's yeah, it's just been fun. Obviously, most people have used Staraptor before they played through Sinnoh. Ursaring is another one which I think I've used in a Heart Gold. I think it was Soul Silver. I did like a Soul Silver run, just fun. So I've used it like once, but yeah, I'm enjoying using Pokemon that I do use, but not like consistently every single run, because yeah, it just gets a bit boring. I did it with the Sword type block as well. Like, I didn't even put the starter as our actual starter. We ended up with a Squobet for our starter, which was actually quite fun. I really enjoyed that challenge, to be fair. Recommend it 100%. I think it's just, yeah, it's another runs like the type block and the Limitlocke that just allow you to sort of like use your brain a bit more. Because obviously you still got hardcore, but then you've got this added element of what route do I go to catch this Pokemon, etc. And then it's still down to the luck of the draw, you know. The type block was a bit easier because you can sort of tick off types before you get to a route, which you can just then dupe the types. Yeah, we get an egg from Riley, which is the final gift Pokemon in this game. Discounting the mythicals, there are 3. Including the mythicals, there are 6. So if you do want to do the common challenge nowadays of can I beat so and so with only without catching any Pokemon, I recommend you do it now because you get the mana fee still as well. I think that's up until January sometime. I don't know the dates specifically, but I think it's somewhere around there. Yeah, I think it's probably somewhere around when Legends Arceus comes out. Then obviously they probably want to shell BDSP when Legends Arceus comes out, so that all the hype is around Legends Arceus. I am still quite hyped for that game. There's been a couple comments coming out that is potentially a bit tedious, but I feel like most games do get to that stage anyway. Like, yeah, even just like playing through a new game of Pokemon, like just playing through a new generation. If you're not like exploring the region or building the story, etc., just like fighting trainers is just a bit like is a bit tedious in itself. I feel like so because yeah, most people that pick up a Pokemon game have probably played it before. So unless it's got that super difficulty in it that makes it a bit more like competitive Pokemon, yeah, I feel like most Pokemon games do get tedious, especially with a single player game like Legends Arceus, very similar to Breath of the Wild. You probably get lost quite easily. Probably get stuck on a specific fight for ages. Or yeah, like for me, I'm probably going to be really bad at it because I've never played a game like Legends Arceus before. Most of the games I do play are these sort of more RPG like games. Is it even RPG? I don't know what it's called actually. Yeah, I'm trying to explain like the type of game. It's just like it's very formatted. There's not really any. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Or like just sport game. Yeah, I don't really play anything else besides that. So Legends Arceus for me is actually going to be quite a struggle, which is why I'm not going to be doing a series on it, because A, it's going to take a long time to complete, for me, I reckon. Yeah, no, I'm going to be struggling so hard to do it. And also, I'm still in university right now, so we've got a lot of work. I'm in my final year. It comes out during the exam period, first semester, so that's why I'm not doing it. BDSP, I've been lucky, it's come out before, like 3-4 weeks before deadlines are due in, so I've been able to sort of like grind out the content, and I had the layout ready to go like a month before the game even came out. I only decided to do a Limitlocke like the week before. I had like a few in mind, like I spoke about in the Gen 4 Shining tier list, I think. I was milling around with ideas. But yeah, it's been fun to revisit Sinnoh. It is my favourite region, because it's the first region I ever played. I don't actually know which region I'd put as my next favourite. That's a difficult one. Ooh. I'd say Kanto's probably near the back end of it. Yeah. I don't mind Johto. I think it could be cool if they did another Johto focused game. Just to see that, obviously in an updated model. To be fair, I think it could be cool if they did like a newer version of Heart Gold Soul Silver in BDSP style. I think that would be okay, right? Yeah. Or if they did like a Let's Go Johto game, I'd be okay with that. You know? But yeah, I mean, it's. I probably wouldn't say Galar either. I think it's definitely between like 3 and 7. The generations. I think generation 3 to 7 are like my favourite ones probably. Probably have Kanto last, yeah. And then Galar's okay, but Crown Tundra is quite cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Sinnoh, obviously one of my games. We do end up beating Saturn and finishing the first half of Team Galactic Lake. But for now, that is going to be it, guys. So until next time, peace.